Yo, what's happening? It's your man OG Bo Beast TV. Come to you today, another special video. What's good? What's happening, YouTube? It's your man OG Bo Beast, and I'm back with another video for you today. So today, I'm doing a couple different things on this video. I'm gonna try not to make it too long. We're gonna look at some things that's happening on sneakers. I know it's been a minute since I did a copper drop. It's not a lot on there. I ain't even gonna hold you, but we're gonna glance at it. I'm gonna look at the last couple pair of sneaker drops. I think it'll be pretty interesting that I got. Give y'all a up close look, and then we're gonna look at some of the sneakers that's getting ready to drop for 2026, and I might have some early already. So we're gonna get into that. So before we do, please make sure if you haven't already, like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, holla at your boy, share the video, all of that, man. Let's get right into it. All right, boom. So sneakers, y'all, December 27th, which is today, this Saturday. A lot of stuff already passed. I know I skipped over it. I haven't done a copper drop in a while. It is what it is, but here I am. And today on sneakers, these Air Max Big Bubble dropped, right? Love Air Max 95. Haven't bought a new pair in a while. If I do, I'm gonna try to catch them on sale. I think these are dope. All black shoe. I would wear it. I would wear the heck out of these, y'all, for real. If we're being honest, you can't go wrong. The leather quality on these look very dope. Air Max 95 Big Bubble. They went for $210. Look like an all leather, good leather shoe. Look at those up close pics of the shoe. And basically this sold out. Maybe because it wasn't a lot going on today and people got their Christmas money after Christmas, but they sold out. A little surprised, but then again, who knows, man? Stock might have been low or people just wanted these, right? So it is what it is. So on the 30th, coming up next, Tuesday, you got some more book ones. You know, I've said a lot about the Devin Booker shoes. They keep dropping colorways. He has to have like 20 colorways. And these are torched. You look, I'm not even gonna click on it. You can see what the theme is on these. They look like a burnt marshmallow or something, but I'm cool on those. Then you got, guess what? More D-Books, but you got D-Book 2s now. Black and safety orange. Then you got some Blazer lows. The D-Book 2s drop on the 2nd. I think so far that's the first 2026 release, at least on sneakers, but sometimes they'll sneak something in. But that's the first release. January 6th, you got Blazer low, safety orange and blue. It's just safety orange must be a thing. And then on the 6th as well, you got 2 pair of Dunks. You got some Dunk Low blacks and some Dunk Low olive and black. Now, I'm a fan of Dunks for sure, but I don't wear the pairs of Dunks that I got. I like these olive ones. I could probably wear these at work. Solid color, very casual. They look actually good. These is actually nice right here. Retail price $135. They kind of going up on these shoes, right? $135, wasn't it $130 before? And then yeah, I like these, man. Army olive, like I really like these right here, for real, low key. Like, we'll see if these sit, but these is kind of dope. And these drop on January 6th, I said, right? So that's interesting. We're gonna breeze through these copper drops, man. I'm not gonna click on everything. You got some more Nike Shocks dropping, black, metallic, silver. And then you got a bunch of these right here. They call Mine 001, light bone and hyper crimson pair, smoke gray, photon dust, solar red, and hyper crimson. They dropped January 8th. And then also another pair, a black pair of black and hyper crimson. And then the last thing they got on the sneakers app that's upcoming right now is another pair of the Baltoro boot sneaker kind of shoes. The other pair that dropped earlier this year, last month, I think, they sold out. So people like these Balteros. They got the olive, khaki, and black. Olive is a favorite color of mine. You see I got the olive True Religion Supreme collab trucker hat on right now. So that's very dope. I like the Balteros. I'm not going to buy them, but if I was to catch them somewhere on sale, I definitely would think about it. All right, and then what's in stock? A lot of stuff been dropping. Air Max DNA or DNs, they dropped, I think, today and didn't sell out. Bron is starting to drop too many colorways for these LeBron 23s. I hadn't got myself a pair yet, but if I catch them on sale, I definitely will. I know the 22s or the 21s at the Nike outlets crazy on sale. You can get a pair for $79 or less, I think. So that's that. But yeah, this is some stuff that's still sitting. Nothing really catch my eye. Another pair of crazy LeBrons. The Griffies, but it's not a lot of sizes. Trust me, it's only a few select small sizes. I know this for a fact because I already looked that up. And nothing really else stands out. The Kobe 3 Royal Plush. Somebody said they look like Steph Curry Under Armour, and I can't unsee it now. I love Kobe, but they got to drop the right kicks, man. And it is what it is. You know, people like the Kobe 6s, and that's the main shoe, the 8s. But all right, y'all. So we checked out sneakers. Cool. Nothing too crazy going on right now. A few things just dropped. I'm going to go ahead and pull them out, right? A Mama Near Jordan 4 Dark Mocha just dropped. I just got these in the mail. I just did the video. I hadn't even edited the video yet. Let me see if I can get a close up. So these just dropped on the 19th. Very clean. You see I got these. So check these out, y'all. Very, very dope. These just dropped on the 19th. And then, of course, earlier in the month, you had the Gammas that dropped. So I got what I wanted. This is really all I wanted. I wasn't supposed to be getting this, but then, man, I couldn't resist. And it's so dope, and it was worth it. Look at that stitching in the A-Mons. You know the A-Mons is dope. All right, so we're going to go from that, right, and we're going to transition over to, boom, 2026. All right, so 2026, you got some releases. This is not a crazy list. You know it's going to be a lot of more things added to this 2026 list. The first thing you see in the top left corner or right corner for you is the Air Jordan 4 Flight Club. They're supposed to drop January 17th. The only reason I know is because, boom, voila, I got a pair, right? I got a pair, and crazy story. Let me do an up close for you on those. Check out the back. Pretty dope back, right? Look on the around the toe box. You see you got that suede with the stitching around the toe box on these. And then you got the Flight Club branding on the tongue on these. The video for these I already did. It's on my channel right now, so you can check those out. Those are slated to drop on the 17th of January. I did some research. I found out the Flight Club was a club back in the late 80s, early 90s to give sneakerheads and Jordan fans exclusive information. So you probably had to sign up via mail, and then they were sending out, I guess, information updates, sending out some gear every now and then. So it sounded like it was cool to be into back in the day. So that was the Flight Club, and the Jordan 4s is the first pair of Jordan 4s for this. I'm pretty sure. And then, of course, you got the Flight Club store in New York City, the brick and mortar store. I actually was there. I didn't go in, though, but I was definitely there. I saw the store. So I just don't like going in a lot of sneaker stores when I know I'm not finna pay resale and I'm not looking for something crazy, but it is what it is. All right, so I got those, y'all. Very surprised. I got them for the low. They gonna retail for $220. I got them for under $175 or something like that. And so I might sell them. I did put them on eBay. So go on eBay, and if you see a pair on eBay size 11 for $300, holla at me. All right. I haggle with you on the price. I don't necessarily want $300. I just threw that on there because that's what the rest of the few pair that's on there was going for. All right, and then you got the Air Jordan 13 Chicago colorway, supposed to be releasing in March. Now, these will probably sell out. Chicago colorway Air Jordan 13 is pretty simple. I think Mike even wore these. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that, but those is going to sell out. Not a lot of things on this list I see that's probably going to sell out, but you never know. You got some Air Jordan 4 Lakers coming in February, I think they say. Cool. I don't know about those. I hate when they call things Lakers. Slapped a little purple and a little gold Jumpman on it, and we calling it Lakers. The front of the shoe look kind of crazy. Is that like that light blue from the retro Lakers jersey? I don't know, but I don't know how I feel about those with the white or the light colored midsole. I don't really like the light color midsole on a dark shoe. That don't work for me. All right, then you got some Air Jordan 11 lows dropping. You know how those are. Those is gonna sit unless it's some snakeskin or something crazy. Those is university blue. So yeah, it depends on when they drop. You got Air Jordan 4 breads dropping. I feel like they just dropped because we had to reimagine breads. I still wear my breads, I think from 2019. I could be wrong, don't quote me on the date. And then you got Air Jordan 13 Space Jam lows. The problem is they're lows. I thought they were just 13, but they're actually lows. And 13 lows is like, yeah, those is gonna sit. Nobody buying 13 lows. I'm sorry. All right, Air Jordan 3 True Blues. Now I like those. The pictures I've seen so far, they got the aged or the cell colorway on the back heel. And some other things, so those might not be too bad. I like threes, and if that blue looks right on those will sell. Air Jordan 11 Space Jam, those should be the holiday release. So yeah, we already know the story on those. Just like the Gammas, it's gonna be big hype and hysteria about those Space Jam for sure. So must have. And then the Air Jordan 9 Space Jam, I would like to get my hand on those. I don't have those. I don't have a lot of 9s. I did get the Olive 9s and the UNC 9s that dropped last year, this year. I can't even keep up. But yeah, those should be a sellout probably. But then again, if they oversaturate them, they won't sell out. Air Jordan 12, I think they're calling them Bucks. Milwaukee Bucks. That's or Ray Allen's or something like that. That's a crazy colorway on 12. That should be interesting to see how those do. I like 12s for sure. So 12s usually either sit or they go. Remember the blueberry 12 sold out like crazy. And then the French blue 12s, like you can get them right now for half off probably. So it's a crazy world. Even the Taxi 12 this year is sitting on shelves everywhere, like because they brought out too many pair. All right, Air Jordan 6 infrared joints. Those is another classic shoe. They kind of give me the feel of the Taxis though. Like I don't think they're gonna sell out. I could be wrong, but I don't think they're gonna sell out. You got some Air Jordan 1 low Chicago band. I think those supposed to be. So those will be interesting to see what they do. The Air Jordan low Chicago ones this year, once again, are sitting on the shelves on sale at a retail store near you. So those, it all depends if that band theme works and if they don't drop a high quantity. And then it's a mystery shoe that's supposed to drop later on. So that is what it is, y'all. But that's some of the stuff for 26. You know it's gonna fill up with more random stuff. Leave a comment down below and let me know what you think about copping already. I promise you, I'm cutting back in 2026. I say this every year. This year, I went super crazy. I probably would send back half of the shoes I got now. I'm going to be honest. I just sold a pair of Air Jordan 3 Rare Air. It was 11 and a half. I finally sold them on eBay. I dropped them off at FedEx today. It's been a little slow. I usually sell a few pair a month or, 3 or 4 sometime, but it's been slow. So hopefully it picked back up. But shoes is sitting everywhere. It's not hard to get, and people ain't spending money like they used to. The economy is bad, depending on who you are. It may be good, depending on who you are. If you invest in your money and you understand how the game works, you might be good to go. All right, so I'm somewhere in between. I definitely understand, but I still like to spend my money on the things that I like, because I need to cut back. But that's it though. I just wanted to go through that, y'all. I ain't gonna hold y'all. Once again, I'm gonna bring up these Air Jordan 4. I gotta do the video. I'm gonna post the video probably soon. So I don't know which one of these videos gonna come up first, but Air Jordan 4, Dark Mocha A Momineers. The video is up for the Air Jordan 4 Flight Club early review if you hadn't seen them. And then, of course, the Air Jordan 11 Gamma, the most beautiful shoe I've seen in a while, y'all. One of my favorite all-time 12s I was able to get my hands on. 12s, 11s. I was able to get my hands on. So I got to do a top 10 or top 5, but I got to dig through my shoes and see which ones I'm going to pull out. But I guarantee you the Air Jordan 5 Black Metallics is going to be on that list. And the white cement 4s is going to be on that list. and the Gammas is gonna be on that list. So we'll see, man. But other than that, like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment. It's your man OG Bo Beats, and I'm out. Peace.